teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Meredith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Here's some pressure. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
when you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Pope. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give out of the gun, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snap from the gun on third down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Motion from the back. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. The period will be a second down. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old school vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Got his man, turning it on. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Toss sweep right. Spins away from the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the...
There he goes! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The inside handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Meredith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Marshall. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Third and goal for the offense. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He leaves it with his back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quick completion to the right. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Looking for a man. It's Pope. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat, and he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the double. To the air. It's Pope. Going deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. A quick pass to the left. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Defense showing blitz here. To the air, it's Pope. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Gaucho, cricket.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone. Give them 6.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw, it's Polk. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Pope. Under fire. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
On the ground, it's Russ. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Working that left side now. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, you see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Catch in the middle, it's Duggan. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now second and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Pope. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by a field goal over Memphis. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's brought down 12-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Fights off a defender. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Pope. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
2nd down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
in the fourth quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Caught, close to the marker, it's Morris. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Pope. Fakes to grab. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right on target this time. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively.
Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He's past the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. Guys, I think we all